Hello everyone, happy Sunday, good afternoon. I just wanted to share a video about my orchid care, just a short video about some tips on orchid care that a lot of people have been asking me about, so I figured I would just upload this to YouTube and share. I really enjoy the plant videos that are on YouTube and all the great channels, so I figured I would just share some of mine. So these are just some of my plants on this beautiful hot Sunday, but I will be doing a plant tour soon. I have lots more to share. In the morning we get the morning sun here, and it's especially when it's pretty hot this time of year. We actually put the shade down and let some of the light in for the orchids and the other plants that are here, so they don't get direct sunlight, but I do give them a lot of sun. And in the winter I put them on this windowsill for direct sun. You can see my African violet that I actually grew from cuttings. I actually put right in the direct sun, and it seems to be okay. And my Hoya, one of my Hoya cuttings. So I wanted to share just a little bit of what I do as an orchid lover and owner. I actually named my channel Orchid Artist. First I named it Orchid Lover, but I definitely want to share some of my art and Ron's music, so changed it to Orchid Artist. So my only orchid that I have in bloom at the moment is this one. The other ones are just done blooming, and I'm assuming that as it gets cooler, the nights get cooler, we'll have some more blooms. So orchids really like cool temperatures at night, and when it's this hot, it's difficult to give them that at night. So when they get that cool temperature at night, they usually set their blooms. And these beautiful, look how gorgeous. They're so pretty. And you can see right here, focused, there's a little bit of a bud there, but most of the time you can cut the stem, but I see that there's some buds here, so I'm leaving them. And these have been on the orchid for well over a month, maybe 2 months already. I have luck with that, so I'm really happy about that. They seem to keep their beautiful blooms for a very long time. And if you look down here, we have a new, sorry about the dust on my plants. Wow, they are dusty leaves. You can see a new leaf growing there. So this guy's gonna bloom soon. I'm so super excited. But anyway, I have a lot of orchids. I have 12 orchids, and I rescue most of them from various places that will have them on the discount rack, so that I don't ever pay the full price for them, because usually they're having some issues and they're being thrown out, that type of thing. This guy right here, you can see that his leaves are really drooping down, but he's okay. He's gonna be okay. I had him in water culture. You can see how it looks like a very leathering, wrinkled, very dehydrated orchid, but I just transferred to a mix of moss in bark, and I think it's gonna be okay. It's really gonna be okay. Like, I have them in the sun right now just to show you the lighting here, so you can see the better lighting, but actually because he's suffering from dehydration, I will take him away from the window. This little guy is an amazing little miracle story. I'm not sure if you can see, this is not the price, this is just an old container that I'm using, but it has really good roots developing. And we have 3 new leaves since I've had it. This was an orchid that was at Walmart that was just about dead. I think I had him in water culture probably for almost a whole winter and part of the spring, and then transferred to this bark moss mix, and it's just doing great now. This orchid's doing great. You can see where there was a pest that was eating the leaf there, but that was whenever I got the orchid. This orchid is not mine. It's my friend Stacy, my sister's friend Sarah, her friend Stacy gave me this to take care of, and I hope you're watching this, Stacy, because whenever she gave me the orchid, it was last winter, to take care of it for her. It was very dehydrated, and since then it's grown 3 new leaves. I don't know if you can see, this is one of the healthiest orchids I have, and if you look close, we have some amazing roots. developed here. In fact, I think this will even need a transplant soon, maybe in the winter. I'm not sure. Oh my gosh, look at those roots. Look at those roots. I'm so excited. It's impressive. This orchid has really come a long way and it's doing amazing. And I can't wait to give you your orchid back, Stacy. Hopefully we'll have a bloom or a stem come up and then some blooming for you in the winter. But look at how beautiful. She's doing fantastic. This orchid, she actually was a rescue from Lowe's, and her root system is actually pretty decent now. I think I've had her for about 4 months, and we have some new leaves here too. Right here we have a new leaf. You can see the shine on that. My kitty cat did this, so let's be a little bit beat up, but she'll be okay. And then we have some new buds here. So I'm gonna leave this stem for now and see what we got going on there. But I love her because she's so large. Her leaves are just, they're just beautiful. And another thing I want to tell you guys is that as you see here, orchids shed their bottom leaves at times, and this root is just really on its way out, I think. A little bit of rot on the end and dehydrated, but oh, look at that new root right there. You see? So exciting. Anyway, this leaf and also this one, they are gonna drop. So sometimes the leaves do drop, and sometimes I think I might have given a little bit too much sun, but that will happen too. If you do give direct sunlight, the leaf will, they don't like that. So be careful with that. You might see some yellowing too. But actually, I think that people are scared sometimes that their orchid is dying when it's dropping some leaves, but it's just a normal process that sheds those leaves. This orchid, I'm actually gonna show you. I might take it out of here if I can, because I just put it in a couple of days ago. I think I'll leave it actually, but it was in water culture. If you see, there's a new root right there. This one was almost completely dead. The leaves are very drooping right now, but we have a new leaf. This guy is just, you know, was really suffering. I'm surprised I even took it on because it was just about dead. But I do believe that this will recover fully. I might lose these leaves eventually, but we have this new beautiful leaf and that new root. And I decided it was time to take it out of the water culture. Now, how I decide that is just kind of intuitively. I sometimes leave them in there for a whole winter. Like I said, this one over here was in for a winter and a spring. And as they start to rehydrate and look a little bit better, or they grow a new leaf, I think it's time to put them in the moss. And I do like a mixture of moss and bark, although this is all New Zealand sphagnum moss right here. That's my favorite, and I will show you where I buy it. It's very inexpensive. I buy it on Amazon. But yeah, like sometimes I just have, it's almost like an intuitive process for me. I can't really say for sure when. And I just noticed a bud right there too. Yay! But anyway, it's a hard thing for me to say. It's sort of it's sort of hard to know when to tell someone. You see this right here. This is an old stem that I'm gonna eventually just try to cut that. It's such a strong one. This one, you'll see some white dust, but the white is usually just our hard water, which they seem to be okay with. We do have a water purifier, but they seem to be okay with hard water. And we have a new root there. There'll be an air root. This orchid has bloomed for me. I got this at Lowe's a couple years ago. I think it was $2. It has bloomed 4 times for me, and I have 4 new leaves. This is the newest leaf. So this one is taking a little rest. It's been a very, very hard worker. All right, so here's one of my largest orchids. It's so massive, and I actually just watered this guy. I'm gonna make a space here. Okay, so I just watered this guy, and I'm gonna show you. 2 days ago, because it's so hot, you see how the roots are very gray. And once it's watered, I'll do a video on that, they'll turn really, really green. When people are really worried about watering their plants, and I tend to, like this one's ready right now on the top, you can see too. These are just old roots that can be cut off, but I just left them, but they can just, Okay friends, this is part 2. Sorry about that, my battery died. So what I was saying was that this gray look here of the roots, it needs water. So you don't have to be in a rush and be afraid that they're gonna die if you don't water them. And I also want to show you that this one is shedding the bottom leaves. And I think I said this before, but this leaf is so large, this new leaf, which just shows you that the orchid is doing really well. If the new growth is large or larger than the old growth, you're doing really good. But this one needs some water, even though I just watered it a couple of days ago. Because of the hot weather, it will need some water. So you have to just kind of watch your orchids depending on the weather too. You can't go by, you know, a watering schedule of once a week or twice a week or even whatever, because it doesn't always work that way. But I'm gonna hurry up finish this tour for you, but just wanted to show you the last 3 orchids that I have. This orchid has a new leaf coming in. This was also a rescue from Lowe's. And we also have a new root, and these are just some of the old air roots. Air roots are totally normal. They come out of your pot. They're reaching out for the moisture and the humidity in the air, and these roots are just finishing up. They're on their way out, but it's okay to cut them off. They're just dehydrated and old, and it was kind of like this when I got the orchid. So there's some beat up leaves on this, but all in all, you can see that this new leaf coming in and the new root is a sign the orchid is doing okay. And this was a water culture orchid that I just planted in moss and bark a couple of days ago, and this also had 2 new leaves growing. This is the newest one, and so I knew it was time to plant it in moss. And this is my last orchid. This girl is doing fantastic. She has new roots coming in. This actually got, this is actually an accident I had where I actually cut the leaf. But it's fine, it's regenerating itself. I have 2 new leaves on this one, and hopefully this spike will produce some flowers soon. And you can see some beautiful roots in here. Sorry about the lighting, but this orchid is doing fantastic too. So I hope you enjoyed the tour of my orchids. I think I got all of them here. That's 12. And I will be doing some more videos for you, some new plants. This is my Hoya. I have to show you my Hoya. I have to get something for this Hoya to climb. It's going wild, it's going crazy. And I just repotted it. So I will show some new videos on repotting orchids and Hoyas and whatever other plants. It's beautiful. Look at that beautiful pink leaf. African violets. You know, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know what you want to see. And I'm excited to share this YouTube channel with you. I hope you liked the first video, and have a fantastic Sunday, everyone.